Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek's shocking commercial flight inside their girls' trip. Why were Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek opting for commercial flights like the rest of us? It's quite rare for a flight to become the most memorable part of a vacation, but for travelers in Mexico this past weekend, that was exactly the case. The fortunate group of passengers unexpectedly encountered the renowned actresses Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek as they boarded a commercial flight. Despite their immense wealth, Hayek is married to a billionaire businessman. They were seen taking a passenger jet from Mexico City to Veracruz. As reported by Page 6, this sighting comes shortly after the extravagant wedding of Jeff Bezos, making their choice to fly commercially both surprising and, ironically, quite down to earth. We find ourselves at a pivotal moment in our culture regarding the expectations placed on celebrities, particularly concerning their use of private jets. On one hand, there is a growing awareness of the environmental impact of such travel. Even if a celebrity is not flaunting their wealth, flying privately can come across as tone deaf, especially when many people are waiting in long TSA lines while they contribute to pollution. Conversely, as highlighted by the experiences of Chappell Roan and others, the behavior of fan can sometimes spiral out of control, leading to significant mental strain on celebrities. For instance, remember when fans caused a major traffic disruption in New Jersey just because Taylor Swift attended a wedding? Would you want that kind of attention at the airport? While flying privately is indeed a luxury for celebrities of a certain stature, it often becomes a necessity for their safety and peace of mind. So what does it mean to see Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek at an airport in Mexico, where they might encounter fewer paparazzi but potentially just as many fans, especially for Hayek, who is a beloved figure in her home country? It's difficult to decipher the reasoning behind their decision to take this flight, but it's refreshing to see them engaging with the public in this way, and they appear to enjoy themselves. According to reports, they graciously declined to take photos with fans during the flight, and we can only hope that their request was honored. For the other passengers, this encounter provided a memorable story, and it also means one less private jet contributing to air pollution this week. The most delightful aspect of this story is the evident camaraderie between the two actresses. It's hard not to feel invested in their friendship, which blossomed on the set of Eternals, and truly flourished when Hayek playfully convinced Jolie to smash her face into a birthday cake, a fun tradition. Since then, Jolie has directed a film titled Without Blood, featuring Hayek, and their bond seems to have deepened significantly. In a 2024 interview, Hayek shared her thoughts on their relationship, stating, "What do you mean friendship?" She elaborated that they engage in family activities together, including spending time with their children and enjoying each other's company. "I always find it super inspiring. A friend once told me it's the same life whether you laugh or cry. It's wonderful to have a friend with whom you can share both laughter and tears and feel completely safe." Hayek also expressed her surprise at Jolie's warmth and kindness as a director, describing her as a nurturing presence on set. "I felt like she was my motherly figure because she would come to the set and run it like a family. She was an efficient leader, but also emotionally supportive throughout the process." This insight provides a glimpse into why these two talented women chose to fly commercially. They were simply enjoying a girls' trip together. Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek board commercial flight. Fans stunned. Ever wondered what it's like to share a plane ride with someone whose face you'd normally only see on a movie poster? Imagine the shock of travelers in Mexico City last week when two iconic Hollywood stars, Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek, casually strolled through the airport like any other passenger. This isn't just a celebrity sighting, it's a window into the blurred lines between fame and normalcy. But here's where it gets controversial. Why would A-listers choose a commercial flight over a private jet? Let's dive into the details and the debate. According to a viral TikTok video shared by @VanessaTresJolie, the Eternals co-stars boarded a flight to Veracruz over the weekend. Dressed in laid-back coordinated outfits, Hayek in white joggers and a matching sweater, Jolie in a cream top and pants, they chatted on the jet bridge before boarding. While fans snapped photos of the duo in the terminal, the actresses politely declined direct requests for selfies. Yet, they happily posed for pictures while grabbing a bite in the airport. Social media users were quick to react, with one commenter quipping, "Why don't they have a private jet?" and another joking that Hayek and Jolie hadn't stopped talking for days. Their bond, forged through years of collaboration, adds depth to the story. The pair first worked together on 2021's Eternals, but their partnership deepened 3 years later when Hayek starred in Jolie's film Without Blood. Jolie, who wrote, co-produced, and directed the project, praised Hayek in a 2023 interview with People, calling her a super inspiring friend. Hayek, a mother of one, described their friendship as a space for both laughter and vulnerability. It's nice to have someone where you can laugh and cry and feel safe. And this is the part most people miss, the behind-the-scenes dynamics of their collaboration. Hayek revealed that Jolie's eldest sons, Maddox and Pax, also joined the cast of Without Blood, but their mom wasn't easy on them. She was demanding, Hayek admitted, highlighting the balance between creative rigor and familial trust. Meanwhile, Jolie's 6 children, Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, and twins Knox and Vivienne, have often been central to her public life, adding another layer to her dual roles as a filmmaker and parent. This story was recently discussed on Page 6 Radio, a Sirius XM show that serves up the latest celebrity drama and exclusives. Hosts Danny, Evan, and Ian dissect headlines daily from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. ET on Star Channel 109, offering listeners a front row seat to the chaos of Hollywood. But the bigger question remains. Do you think A-listers like Jolie and Hayek should embrace public anonymity more often? Or is their presence in everyday spaces part of what makes celebrity culture so fascinating? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's start a conversation. Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek. Flying commercial, fast food, and coach class adventure. Two of Hollywood's biggest stars, Angelina Jolie and billionaire Salma Hayek, just shattered all expectations about A-list celebrity travel. Instead of the usual extravagance of private jets and exclusive VIP lounges, both icons were spotted doing the unthinkable, navigating busy airport crowds and enjoying fast food before flying coach on a regional Aeromexico flight. Why does this matter? Because it flips the script on how we think the ultra-rich live and sparks more questions than answers. Arriving just around midday in Mexico City, Jolie and Hayek stood out, not because of a glamorous entourage, but because they kept things shockingly normal. The two actresses grabbed a table together at Johnny Rockets, mingling with patrons and even pausing for some photos with fans. Their relaxed attitude drew smiles from onlookers, setting the tone for a day that blurred the line between celebrity and regular traveler. But here's where it gets controversial. Once it was time to board, the stars joined the crowded JetBridge queue with everyone else. For once, there were no velvet ropes or special escort, just two famous faces politely declining photo requests as they waited alongside fellow passengers. It's worth noting something many people overlook. There wasn't a single bodyguard or assistant trailing them, at least to the casual observer. After the flight, they made their way together to the baggage claim area, clearly comfortable handling their own luggage. Only when they finally exited the airport did a lone black Chevy Suburban pull up to collect them. No motorcade, no fanfare, just minimalist, almost relatable travel. According to spotters than a viral TikTok clip, the journey appeared to begin at Mexico City's Terminal 2, an easy deduction thanks to the glass jet bridge featuring Aeromexico branding. Experts observing the video also suggest that based on travel time and day, the duo was likely on the Embraer E190 aircraft, specifically the 1:49 p.m. AM at 56 flight on July 19th. While later flights are operated with the larger Boeing 737-800, that would have departed from another terminal or with a different airline altogether. Perhaps most intriguingly, there's no evidence Jolie and Hayek were given any special boarding privileges. They simply waited in line with Zone 1, blending in as much as global megastars possibly can. Footage from inside the cabin indicates they sat in the bulkhead seats of Row 1. Still not quite first class and a far cry from private jet luxury. Security was understated. A couple of plainclothes Policier Auxiliaire officers quietly stood near the front of the queue. But other than that, the actresses seemed to manage without an obvious security detail. Now, here's the part most people miss. Salma Hayek herself is worth around $200 million and is married to Francois Henri Pinal, CEO of the luxury conglomerate behind Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, and Bottega Veneta. He's a billionaire many times over. Angelina Jolie, too, boasts an estimated fortune north of 100 million. Put simply, these are women who could take a private plane wherever they wish. So, why didn't they? Is this an intentional statement against the excesses of celebrity, or just a convenient way to travel? Is it a refreshing change, or simply a clever PR move? More importantly, does this challenge your perspective on how celebrities should act? Or are you skeptical? We want to hear your thoughts. Is their relatable approach inspiring? Or does it raise even more questions about authenticity and image? Tell us in the comments below. Because when the rich and famous switch up their routines, everyone's got an opinion.